Zealous walked with Kathy in the Dwarven Proving Grounds. All who passed by him looked at him with both fear and confusion. Clearly, he was a powerful warrior, and something about him made all those uneasy. However, his armor was awkward on him, and he walked as if a child wearing someone else's gear. The looks annoyed him greatly. "I see them, Kathy." "Yes, it's annoying me as well." An old dwarf, wearing the armor of a high-ranking warrior, turned on his bench, a mug of ale the size of his head in hand. "You there." His accent was thick, but not slurred from drink, a rarity for Zealous. "You're looking like a young sprite walking like that." He stood, coming only to Zealous Lower's chest as he walked around him. His heavy hammer pushed hard into his back. "Stand up taller. You're thin, but you have back muscles, don't you? Spread your legs a bit more." Zealous didn't have a chance to argue with the dwarf. Being pushed and prodded by a thick warhammer, he was about to turn and strike the bothersome warrior. But when he spun around, he found it quick and not cumbersome as per usual. Surprised, he stretched and kept his legs spread a bit more than he had been. "I admit you seem to know what you're doing, sir. Call me War Master Edgar Plaidstone." He raised his mug in the green and a toothy grin. 3 of his teeth had been replaced by stone, and he was a scared old dwarf, but still very much in his battle years. From across the room, a group of 10 dwarves all stood and started to head out. "I'll be heading out. Our team being to join the retaking of Barber tonight?" Zealous grabbed his shoulder before he could fully turn. "Wait!" He turned to Kathy, pulled out a money pouch, and placed it in the dwarf's free hand. 100 platinum. My companions are here to help, and will be great use down below. Train me to move as you do in such heavy armor." Kathy gave Zealous a hard nudge with her snout, and with a sigh added, "Please, would you, War Master Ingroot?" The dwarf eyes the money and then the tall, frightening man, and looked to his men that were leaving. "Oi!" One turned and faced him. "Tell my ram-headed cousin that he won't have me for the bridge assault." Looking back at Zealous, he nodded, walking past him to the proving grounds. 8 hours later, Zealous on his horse, riding in a small gauntlet, dodged a swing of the first fist of a golem at the last second, blasting his chest with the Eldritch Blast as Kathy spun and kicked out hard with her hind legs, breaking one of the stone legs. "Good!" bellowed Edgroot. "But remember to keep your balance or the golem semi-reformed," and with a heavy whack, Zealous fell hard to the ground, managing to not let out a yell of pain. He rolled onto his back and his head shrouded in darkness before the lance of energy shot through the golem, shattering it. The War Master waited a moment for Zealous to catch his breath before he walked over and knelt at his side. "You got power, I'll give you that. Need more meat on those thin bones, but you have some talent." Zealous was tired, having been beaten and worked harder than he had in decades. He only nodded, catching his breath. Looking over himself, he noticed that besides falling and getting the wind knocked out of him, he was not hurt. The training was a success. "You are impressive, teacher. This training will be a great boon to me." Edgroot grinned and was about to speak when a dwarf warrior, one who had been sitting with the War Master earlier, pushed into the room, bloody and breathing hard. "Sir, we have lost the bridge, and the entire company of the Ram is dead." "What?" The kindness and calm of the master was gone in a second as he rose and moved to the soldier. "Where's my cousin? Where is Zumrak?" "Slain, my lord. By Queek Headtaker himself. As per his wishes, you are now lord of the armies and inheritor of his titles." The soldier bent a knee in pain and pulled out a cloak-wrapped axe of the former prince and offered it up to him. He looked down at the axe and with a moment of thought took it. There was a small burst of magical energy before he turned back to Zealous, a blue energy like fire in his eyes. "You come with me? Let us find these companions of yours. We have rats to kill."